What's up, I Like Scary, man? We are back. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, man. I'm feeling great. It's a great day to be a horror fan, you guys. Today, we will be talking about Jason Blum saying that he can get Nightmare on Elm Street back in the horror world. And also bring Robert Englund back, man, for the portrayal of Freddy Krueger. Let's talk about this, man. So you guys, Jason Blum had an interview or whatever. He was talking and, you know, speaking with Screen Rant, and he about Black Phone and everything, but the idea came up of, just him doing other films and stuff like that on Halloween and all that, Also he talked about, he's done with Halloween after it ends and stuff like that. But he also said this, you guys, that he will be interested in doing a Nightmare on Elm Street, and he stated, "I can make him come back." Blum tells Screen Rant, "I can get anyone back. I mean, Ellen Burstyn was 87 and I got her back in the upcoming sequel to The Exorcist. 75, he's young." Blum continues referring to Englund. Let me tell you guys how I feel about this. First off, I love Jason Blum. I love him, man. He's awesome. He brought my favorite franchise back and he's killing it. Let me tell you guys something. I feel if he gets the license to Nightmare on Elm Street, listen to me closely, he will fucking kill it. Because, bro, he has the mind. Blumhouse in general is awesome. He has the mind and everything. And you see how he went about Halloween. Yes, Halloween has some moments that's kind of like cringy and stuff. We're all going to have, even the best films have kind of, down moments is what I'm going to call them. But they come back and they cover up those down moments with incredible moments. That's kind of guy Jason Blum is. You can't take anything from this man. He is super good at what he does. But something I will say, you guys, he said that he can bring Nightmare on Elm Street back to the horror world. And he said that he can bring Robert with him. I kind of, man, so let me tell you guys, I met Robert Englund at Horror House Cincinnati. And he said this, you guys. Listen to me closely. He said, I asked him, I said, "So man, will we ever get Freddy back on that big screen?" I slid it into him and he said, "Man, it's not enough Viagra in the world to get me to play Fred Krueger." And when he told me that, man, I got a weird ass feeling in my stomach. Because it's like, it wasn't him joking from what I seen. But, and this was crazy. I think he's telling everybody that little joke because someone else just actually told me that, they said he brought up the Viagra stuff again, But I definitely feel, you guys, I'm going to be honest, Jason Blum, Blumhouse Productions, they make a shit ton of money with these films. They have Black Phone, they're fucking with The Exorcist, the trilogy of Halloween is out of this world. They're just going good, man, with all their films. So, man, I feel like for them to bring Robert Englund, man, they're going to have to put that top dollar. They're going to put that money where their mouth is because he's a legend, bro. And aside from, with Michael and them, when they get put in these costumes, they have to just put on coveralls, latex masks, and put knives in their hand. Freddy Krueger's almost like, if you guys watch Stranger Things 4, he's almost like Vecna, bro. Like, he has to sit in a chair for over 8 hours and get all these prosthetics and everything put on him, and it's freaking tough from what I heard. I heard Robert Englund's is like over 8 hours, bro. So that already, just that alone is out of this world. Like, you have to pay me, and I don't blame him because you're going to be hot as hell in there. And what's crazy is Robert has the upper hand over a lot of horror icons because, like I said, we got James Jude to play Michael and Derek Mears to play Jason and stuff like that. You can't get anybody to portray Freddy Krueger. I mean, people mention like Kevin Bacon and stuff like that, people that can possibly step in the shoes of Robert. But bro, I hope you know, when you step in the shoes of Robert Englund, from what you've seen with the reboot, everybody can't do that because it's almost like, bro, Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger, bro. Like, he has the personality, the vibe, the walk, everything, just the laugh, the voice, no one. And I feel like the nose that freaking Robert Englund has, it's a real, a set nose that is Freddy. Like, that nose is a big part of Freddy Krueger that goes down, it's kind of longer. Man, you gotta have stuff like that. I know they can work with stuff like that, but man, you can see Robert's face. Like, it literally looks, when you look at Freddy Krueger, it literally looks like a burned Robert Englund, bro. Like, it's really just flesh and just burnt marks and crisp. So it's like, it's gonna be hard, man. Just him being a character, even just aside from the looks, bro, just him being a character and what he does with the claws and stuff, it's gonna be crazy. But I had touched on this a few lives ago about, you know, if they bring Freddy back, will kind of make it crazy. Is like, okay, as you see, like with 2018 Myers, you can see James Drew he has a little gut. He has a little gut. He's kind of, you know, he's 60, man. He's like in his 60s. So, you know, Robert Englund's going to be old too. And people are like, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. But I think it would. Because, okay, we will see like an older version of Robert. And I think they should keep it raw like that. You know, obviously Robert is going to have, you know, he's not in bad shape or anything. But, you know, obviously Robert is going to have a little gut. He's going to have like a little gut. I don't know if he can still do that stand when he has the hands out. You know, and it's kind of, he's slanted because he's older, you know, and stuff like that, like the infamous stance he do. I'm pretty sure he can still do stuff with his hands. And, you know, I think that they can possibly do something with Freddy that's kind of similar to how Myers is old. You can see the history in his face. I think they can do that with Freddy. Keep the burn looks, probably give his hat a few, you know, the hat is a big part, and then make his hat a few like holes around, like burnt holes or something, make it crunchy and dirty and muddy. He make his freaking sweater have holes in it, like it's ripped, and then have his claws, maybe even have his claws like one of the tips are chipped off, you know. Just make it, show us history with Freddy Krueger. And I think, man, if they ever did bring Freddy Krueger back, definitely go off the first one, almost how Jason Blum and David Gordon Green did with Halloween. Just do it like, you know, a sequel to the first one. Even bring Heather Langenkamp back, because you can't even play with like Dream Warriors and shit at this point, you know. I think you just can't. You have to go off the original and be safe with Robert Englund. I know Jason Blum will kill it, because I know he's a big horror fan, and his goal is to tackle a lot of his favorites and make it, you know, a movie of his own, which is, I think, is one of the craziest things in the world to do, and it's so sick. And, you know, I feel that, man, you know, Freddy is a hard guy to tackle. He's not Myers, and like I told people, man, as much of a Michael Myers fan as I am, I'm a diehard Michael Myers fan. That's my favorite. If Freddy comes back into the horror world, he will definitely give Michael a run for his money, because you gotta just be honest, you guys. Freddy's fan base is out of this world crazy. I remember when he first hit the horror world, man, it was people like kids buying the Freddy dolls, the yo-yos, and, you know, the monster balls, the everything Freddy merch. We had kids walking around with sweaters. He had struck the world in a different way. He was making videos with the Fat Boys. He's, you know, TV shows, bro. So he's one of those characters. If he comes back and Robert's on the big screen, it's going to be crazy to see that, because Freddy is iconic, man. He's one of my favorite. You know, Freddy Krueger is iconic, man. And I think if, you know, they obviously, if they get those licenses and go about it right, definitely pay, you know, respect to Wes Craven. You gotta pay respect to Wes. You know, have some fan service scenes in there, some alleyway scenes, welcome to prime time, but in a different type of scene. You know, the jump ropes. You gotta have, you know, the kids, the 1-2, Freddy's coming for you, and all that. You gotta have all, even the pipe if you can. Contact Tuesday Night. Throw some Running from This Nightmare in there. Just make it real, you know, nostalgic for us fans of Freddy Krueger. And I think it will be crazy, man. Even throw in the original house, like I said, Heather Langenkamp. You know, almost like, because, you know, they're bringing Laurie back with Myers and stuff. Bring that final girl back, you know, with Nightmare. You brought Sidney Prescott back. I think if you do it, just do it that way to be safe. Just do a part 2 to our favorite, you know, out of Freddy, the original Nightmare, and have it like or just the startup from where it ended and stuff. And, you know, I think it will be crazy, man. I don't even think they should even try to go the remake route of the original. Like, just stick to just making a sequel, and it will be perfect. It will go, I'm telling you, it will go perfect, bro, the way it ended and everything. So I definitely have faith in Jason Blum. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think he would do a fucking phenomenal job tackling Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and he will definitely, he has the money. Jason Blum has the money to get it done. That's why he said, you know, if I want him to come back, I'll get him to come back, you know, because at the end of the day, if he wants to, he knows he's going to make that shit back with Freddy Krueger. He knows. But the thing is, I know that Jason Blum, before we end this off, he's want to want a trilogy out of Freddy. And Freddy, I don't know if he will have that in him, man. He's getting old, so I don't know how that will go. You know, maybe we can get like a new Freddy. You know, Freddy's different from Michael. How people say pass the E1 with Michael. You can kind of pass Freddy's on in a way. You know, you can kind of in a way, but I don't know, man, if he plans on trying to even do a trilogy or anything. I just hope that this is not even just a rumor. I actually hope that Jason Blum picks it up and have some fun with Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm gonna be a big fan of it because, you know, I feel like the reboot doesn't count. This will be the one that people wants to see. So that's my thoughts on it, man. I think it would be sweet to have Blumhouse tackle Nightmare on Elm Street along with Jason Blum. I think he can possibly definitely get Robert Englund back, but the question is, will he go through everything he has to go through to get him? So, but yeah, this is the end of the video, you guys. Comment down below what you guys think about Nightmare on Elm Street possibly coming back in the hands of Jason Blum and Blumhouse. But you guys, this is the end of the video. Hit me up on my social media. I like Scary on Instagram. I like Scary77 on TikTok. Brandon Allen on Facebook, you guys. And I like Scary on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, become a member of the Patreon to get exclusive content. And right there next to where it says freaking subscribe, man, definitely join the channel, become a member, get a nice little badge next to your name in the live chat, and get bonus content, you guys. Also, check out the merch store, you guys. So much cool merch in there. And you all, watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all.